Hi there, my name is Ben. I teach the ukulele on the internet, maybe you knew that, and this video is about explaining to you the 3 golden rules of learning the ukulele, or that go with learning the ukulele, I could say. Now, if you're finger picking your way through awesome solos and you're playing all these crazy styles on your ukulele already, this video will not be for you. This video is about what are the best foundations to help you on your musical journey from beginner with this instrument to somebody who can really groove and play songs really nicely. I'm gonna talk a little bit about these 3 golden rules, what they are, what you can do to improve them, but I will do a whole video for each rule, golden rule, that will then go in depth on that topic. So if you think, oh, that I don't need, but actually the second one is really for me, then skip the first of the 3 that are after this one and just go to the second golden rule, and then you can work on that. And by the way, you may be wondering, why am I on a boat right now? On a boat under a cloud, just this second. Well, I'm between the beautiful island of Hiiumaa and the mainland of Estonia doing a ukulele road trip. And you can check that out. There's a link in the description if you like musical adventures, but that's not the topic here. We are starting with our 3 golden rules. The very first golden rule is, well, there's a simple way to see if you are already playing the ukulele in a way that will help you develop solid foundations. I call that the riptide test, basically. It's a simple down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Oh, that's nice. The riptide test shows me, if you play it, if you are playing down, down, up, down, up, down, down, stay down, up, down, down, stay down, up, down. Or if you are playing it with a constant movement in your right hand, if you are playing all the time with this kind of movement, like this. Down, down, ghost, up, down, down, back up and down, up, down, down, back up and down, no, back down and up. You see there's this constant movement. See the difference? My arm is always doing this movement. However, if I stop the movement, what will happen there is by blocking the natural movement of the wrist up and down, you will have an up here that will sound unnatural, sometimes too loud, and a lot of the time, if you play like that, not following the constant movement, you will be a little bit out of sync. So the golden rule number 1, you understood it, it's being able to have this constant movement in your right hand to go with the rhythm. Of course, you don't need it all the time. When you're playing really advanced stuff, you can do whatever you want. But a lot of the time, when you're just strumming along, you don't want to play it like this. Because that's all over the place. Constant movement. Golden rule number 2 is about being able, on command, to differentiate between having a swing down up or a straight down up. What's a swing down up? Well, let me play a couple of chords to you. I'm playing with a swing. It's jazzy, a skip. I call it a skip because it's a bit like skipping. And now without. I'm playing straight. And to be able to tell the difference between these 2 elements is so important, because it means you can always choose which feeling you can ascribe to one of your renditions. Now the skip is a bit like skipping. It's like when you skip left foot, left, right, right, left, left. Try it in the garden. And of course I'll be going into more detail with the longer video about this. And the straight is just walking, walking. So just on a C chord, skip, and straight. Skip, straight. And being able to play the one that you want, when you want, is really important to well, to play well, basically. It's just, basically it's such an easy skill to work on when you're starting out on the ukulele. But if you've played 10 years without knowing what you're doing, it's really hard to then remold somebody who's been, it can be hard. Not all the time, because you, for example, are very flexible and smart, so it wouldn't be the case for you, right? Golden rule number 3 is listen to yourself. Listening to yourself. It sounds so obvious, but it's so useful, and nobody ever practically practices it. We're all there trying to make sure we get our D7 sounding well, with the right strumming pattern, or the strumming pattern that we know really well, to sing that song nicely because there's lyrics going on at the same time. And then there's so much focus on all these different elements that there's no focus left for actually listening to what you're doing and listening to how you're playing and how it sounds. And to be able to grow musically, that is the foundation. Now, in the video about this, then I'll be giving sort of exercises, giving you tips on what I actually mean by that. But if you can just start by listening more, try to remember to listen to what you are actually doing. Now, if that's too hard, what you can just do is record yourself, of course. Then you are definitely listening to yourself playing. And that's also a way to get there. But listening while you're playing is a skill nobody talks about. And throughout my life, now I've come to the thing, music, oh my goodness, realization that it is the most important skill, and nobody ever talks about it. Everybody's talking about technique. Hold your ukulele like this, don't do the transition this way. Just listen and let your ears decide what sounds good, or if you should adjust something. Don't ask anybody else how you should strum the ukulele. Listen to different ways that you can strum it and pick the one you prefer. It's all about your own musical journey, and there is no journey if you're not using the navigator's map and compass that is your ears, that are your ears, that's your ears, basically, both of them, right? So there you go, that's my 3 golden rules, and there's a video on each one, so take your pick, and I'll see you for more soon. And I think we're arriving soon, actually. Do you want to view a bit the tour? I'll show you. I've got time. I mean, not too much because we're arriving, but you can't see anything. It's the sun. Well, it's very pretty. Bye. Bye-bye.